Emergency Response Training for Portland Public School Staff. Signals and Actions. The School Emergency Response Plan consists of 6 emergency signals and 6 actions. These signals and actions are lockout, lockdown, lockdown team response, evacuate, shelter in place, and duck, cover, and hold on. The next section of this training will be spent going over the emergency signals and actions. Let's get started. Lockout. Secure the perimeter. The lockout, secure the perimeter signal will generally be communicated by using the VoIP phone emergency messaging system or by verbal command from a building administrator. A threatening situation outside the school building, such as police activity in the area, an unattended or wild animal near school, or an unsafe situation that requires students and staff to remain in the building, are examples of when a lockout secure the perimeter action would be called. The purpose is to control movement inside and outside in order to safeguard students and staff in the building. When a lockout is activated, designated personnel will respond to the main office. All exterior doors are locked. Students and staff outside the building will be immediately brought inside. Lockout signs will be posted on entrance doors notifying anyone coming to the building of the lockout. During the lockout, nobody will be allowed in the building and nobody is allowed out unless the principal, building leader, or law enforcement determines it is safe to do so. Teachers are asked to take attendance and note any missing students at the time the lockout was called. Teachers may continue instruction, however, they should increase situational awareness in their classrooms during the lockout. Business should run as usual inside the school. The school will remain in lockout until the all-clear signal is given by the principal, principal's designee, or law enforcement. Now let's discuss. What happens to students and staff who are located in portables during a lockout? In most circumstances, when staff in a portable or outbuilding receives the lockout secure the perimeter signal, they would secure the portable door, close open windows, take attendance, and continue instruction. If a class change is required during a lockout, it will be up to the building administrator to determine if it is safe to move students or if they should remain in the portable. If a lockout occurs during normal passing time or non-class periods, students and staff should continue to their normal schedules unless otherwise directed by the building administrator. Remember, a lockout is for an unsafe situation outside the school building. Lockouts are typically called for by law enforcement officials.
Hi, this is Evan with Police Department.
Or district personnel.
A lockout. Okay, thank you for the information. Bye-bye.
Hurry.
And then lock all exterior doors. In most cases of a lockout, it will be business as usual inside the school. However, the purpose of a lockdown is to create a physical, visual, and time barrier in order to allow law enforcement time to respond and eliminate the threat. When a lockdown, locks, lights, out of sight is activated, teachers should immediately admit students and adults in hallways into the classroom, Lock the classroom door, move students away from the door, cover interior windows, turn off lights, silence cell phones, and remain quiet. Teachers should take attendance on the emergency attendance form, accounting for missing students or adults, and the additional students or adults who entered the classroom when the lockdown was called. Teachers should remain with their students at all times. Teachers should keep students calm and quiet and reassure them that help is on the way. All non-classroom staff should get to a safe room, lock the door, cover interior windows, silence cell phones, take attendance if you have students and/or other adults in the room with you. Once a classroom or safe room door has been locked, do not open the door for anyone. Do not call the main office. Wait. As soon as it is safe, information will be provided. Remember, only law enforcement or a building leader will release a lockdown by unlocking the door with a key. Be ready to move. Will lockdown may not be resolved for several hours. Here's how you should wait. Stay in the safe location. Don't move around the room. Stay silent. Not return to the building, but should move to a safe location off campus and wait for help. It is a recommendation that classroom doors remain locked during instruction time and either propped open or use a magnet strip to cover the door strike plate. If a lockdown is called, quick removal of the magnet will secure the door. If the fire alarm is activated during a lockdown, it is up to you to determine if evacuation should occur by increasing your situational awareness. Ask yourself, do you see signs of fire? Smell smoke? Are the sprinklers activated? Once you have assessed the situation, determine if you should evacuate and consider alternate egress routes. If evacuation is a safe option to get as far away from the threat as possible during a lockdown, staff and students may choose this option. Using situational awareness to determine the best course of action is crucial when faced with a threatening situation. Designated school emergency team addresses the situation. When a lockdown team response is called, the designated school emergency team will respond to the main office. Teachers will admit students in the hallways into their classrooms, then lock the classroom doors. Teachers should take attendance and resume instruction. All other available staff members should respond to the main office to assist with the situation. Classrooms should remain in lockdown team response until the all-clear signal is given. In most circumstances, the lockdown team response is used to keep hallways clear for staff and first responders to respond to and manage the medical emergency without interference from other students. If a lockdown team response occurs during normal passing time or non-class periods, students and staff should immediately go to their classrooms unless otherwise directed by the building administrator. Remember, a lockdown team response is for medical-related emergencies, not unsafe situations. Emergency medications, and any other emergency supplies. As you exit your classroom or work areas, turn off the lights and close the door. The goal in a fire evacuation is 50 feet within 60 seconds. Students and staff should get low, cover their mouth and nose with a shirt or jacket, and move quickly. Teachers should check their buddy classroom as they are evacuating. Be prepared to use an alternate exit. Your primary exit may be blocked by fire. Utilize alternate evacuation sites if the primary site is blocked or unsafe to assemble. Once at the evacuation site, quickly get to your designated area. Teachers should immediately take attendance on the emergency attendance form. Teachers will report their status by holding up a green card for all accounted for or a red card for missing students. Students should be kept calm and quiet while waiting for the all clear or additional directions. If you can do so, safely take with you your cell phone and purse or wallet. Students should not stop to collect their belongings or re-enter a classroom to get their belongings. If you are new to a building, you should always take the time to identify the building exits, know locations of the fire extinguishers, inquire about evacuation routes, and the primary and secondary evacuation assembly areas. If you are in a building with elevators, they should never be used during a fire evacuation. Never re-enter a building until authorized by fire or safety officials. Custodian may be asked to turn off heating and ventilation systems. Teachers should take attendance and report any missing students to the building administrator. Typically, a shelter-in-place remain indoors is declared by the City or County Office of Emergency Management. The school will remain in the shelter-in-place action until the all clear is given by the building administrator or emergency responders. Students and staff to safety once a shelter-in-place is called. Isolating the inside environment from the outside contaminant is the objective of the shelter-in-place action. Table or chair leg. If you are unable to get under a hard surface, you should stand next to an inside wall. Stay away from computers, televisions, stacks of books, file cabinets, and other heavy objects. Get as far away from windows as possible. Drop to your knees with your back to the windows. Clasp one hand firmly behind your head, covering your neck. Bury your face in your arms, protecting your head. Close your eyes tightly and stay in the duck, cover, and hold on position until the earthquake is over. Before releasing the duck, cover, and hold on position, staff should check themselves for injury and identify any injuries or special needs of students. Teachers should not automatically rush students out into the hallway or out an exterior door. These areas may be unsafe. Teachers should wait to hear from an administrator or school emergency team member. In circumstances in which a significant amount of time has passed and there have been no additional instructions, staff will need to assess the situation and make a decision to evacuate. Starts. Students and staff should move away from buildings, trees, poles, and other potential falling hazards. Staff should give the drop, cover, and hold on command. Students and staff should cover as much skin surface as possible, close eyes, and cover ears. When alerted to evacuate, or you have made the decision to evacuate, look for the safest route. Teachers should take student rosters, any emergency supplies, and personal belongings if they can be reached safely. Teachers should check the adjacent or buddy classroom and assist the class if necessary. All students and staff should assemble at the designated safe assembly area. Teachers should take attendance again at the evacuation site and display the appropriate alert card. Green card, all students accounted for, and red card, missing students and/or assistance needed. Staff should be prepared to stay with students until they can be reunified with their families. Injuries in an earthquake occur from falling objects. In order to mitigate these types of injuries, building staff should conduct a hazard hunt, identifying hazards in their work areas that could fall during an earthquake. Oftentimes, after a seismic event, there will be aftershocks. If an aftershock occurs, everyone should duck, cover, and hold on until the shaking stops. Keep in mind that electricity, gas, water, and telephones may not work. Having an emergency plan for your family that includes a communication plan will allow you to know your family is safe so you can take care of students. Please wait for this page to close before launching the Knowledge Review and Staff Skills Survey.